The Transat Jacques Vabre will set sail off Saint-Adresse to the northwest of Le Havre in 3 weeks' time on November 7. 1 to 2 hours later, the fleet is expected to reach the Étretat mark, celebrated as the perfect vantage point for spectators. The first section of the course involves a common core syllabus for all the different classes. This will start with the exit from the English Channel, either by hunting down a trajectory along the English coast or skirting the Cotentin Peninsula. Next up will be the negotiation of the Bay of Biscay, which can sometimes be a theatre for quite potent gales in November. Once around Cape Finisterre, the sailors will drop down the North Atlantic in a bid to hook onto the trade winds. It's here, to the south of the Canaries, that the 3 courses will part ways. The Ocean 50s and IMOCAs will both set a course towards the Brazilian archipelago of Fernando de Noronha. The Ocean 50s are expected to be first into Fort-de-France after 12 to 15 days at sea. Meantime, the IMOCAs could take 14 to 17 days. The race is a double-hander.
Here are the highlights in the sport of sailing in the last 7 days. The double-handed French Transat, the Transat Jacques Vabre, is starting on November 7 from mainland France to the Caribbean. As described in our opening SODEBO video, there are many classes and different routes. It is a short-handed bash across the pond, and it's a fascinating race with lots of superstars. Of course, we at the World on Water will be covering it. The 44-class World Championships were in Scarlino, Italy last week, and we have the fleet racing. Week 2 and Magic Carpet Cubed prevails, in Lay Voile, de Saint-Tropez, maxi racing. In IRC1, there was a leader change when Sir Lindsay Owen-Jones Wally-Cento, Magic Carpet Cubed, won her first victory of the week. This caused George David's Rambler 88 to be dropped from the top spot into second. Attending and sailing his beautiful classic yacht was German Frers, the legendary Argentinian naval architect. He shows his father's designed and built beauty. Day 2 of the Finn World Masters, and Basta Wall, from the Netherlands, and Jesus Pintos, from Spain, may have won the races on the second day of the 2021 Finn World Masters on the Mar Menor, in Spain. By the time Britain's Conor Bainbridge dons his competition shirt on the final day of racing at the KiteFoils World Series Cagliari, he will have had the dubious honour of having worn all 3 of the leaders' coloured jerseys. The Transat Jacques Vabre will see some new boats competing. That includes 11th Hour Racing's new fully crewed IMOCA 60, which is built for entry in the world race. Charlie and Pascal are trying it out in this Transat next month. A last-minute manoeuvre by Nico Poon's Charisma won them the final race of the 44 Cup Scarlino World Championship by a mere second, but it was the defending champions on Chris Bake's Team Aqua that defended their title in this 11th RC 44 World Championship by 1 slender point. Training for the Youth Foiling World Cup next week, the mixed crew of the Dutch sail entry are in full practice foiling mode. Finally, we have the wrap video of last week's 52 Super Series sailing week, Menorca. A patchy week with both heavy and light winds. Platoon and Team Aqua came out tops. Now over to the 44 Cup, Scarlino, World Championships.
Competition is particularly tight going into the 11th RC44 World Championship, being held this week in Scarlino, Italy. At the top of the leaderboard there is a tie between 2 of the most established 44 Cup teams, Sea-Ref powered by Harasnik 1860 and Team Aqua. The former, Igor Laz team, won the first event of the season in Porto Ros, while the latter, skippered by Chris Bake, came out on top in the next in Marstrand, Sweden. 4 points behind them is Hugo Lepeak's Aleph Racing, which narrowly claimed the last 44 Cup event in Cowes, England. The midfleet is also tight with Nico Poon's Charisma 2 points from the podium, in turn 2 ahead of Pavel Kuznetsov's Atom Tavatui. Then, surprisingly, bringing up the rear, Vladimir Prosikin's Team Nika, Torben Tornqvist's Artemis Racing, and John Basadoni's Peninsula Racing, any of whom are more than capable of putting in good results at this World Championship, as well as the final 44 Cup event of the season in Porto Claro Lanzarote.
Wait. And coming up now. 3 more marks, George.
My boat is a replica of a 1943 design done by my father. I like sailing in the classic fleet. I decided to do a replica. She was built in Argentina, in San Fernando, by a man. The principal was a man called Tito Siska, which was 84. I wouldn't do a boat like this today. I know it's wrong. But I like the shape and I like the looks and I like the feeling. There's some family. This time I had a grandson sailing with me and a son and a daughter, plus a number of friends from Argentina and good sailors. It's a good group. We are 14 or 15 on board. I don't know how many. It is special. My daughter got involved with the construction and she wrote a book about it and she became a sailor. She's been sailing all her life, but never got involved with the sailing itself. Now he's trimming the mainsail. I like to be here in Tropez and the classic fleet and the vintage. I like the ambiance, people. The fact is near the public. Since the new lark, we were here with the maxis and a lot of boats. Also with the classics.
Bas de Waal, from the Netherlands, and Jesus Pintos, from Spain, may have won the races on the second day of the 2021 Finn World Masters, on the Mar Menor, in Spain, but it was France's Valérien Lebrun, who extended his lead after a 3-4, on a day when most of the front of the fleet put in at least one high score in the light and very difficult breeze. Cloud cover for most of the day kept the temperatures lower than Monday, with a lot less wind at 6 to 10 knots. It was also really shifty with pressure changes across the race course, bringing groups up the fleet, and spitting some out the back. There were a lot of new faces near the front, and some of the top sailors struggled to get anywhere near the front. However, the highlight of the day was a dramatic fly past, in race 3, by the Spanish Air Force display team, flying a circle over the fleet while streaming the Spanish national colors. Opening the day with a win in race 3, de Waal took the bullet after the leader for most of the race. Nuno S. Silva, from Portugal, was black flagged. Australia's Paul Mackenzie recovered well to cross second with Lebrun, third. De Waal was himself then black flagged in race 4. Under the black flag again, race 4 got away after a general recall, and long postponement following a wind change. It was a dastardly tricky race with some huge pressure changes. Some of the fleet could do nothing right. Reading the wind was not easy, but Pintos did something right to take the lead in a huge win. He sits in 48th overall after a 91, 75, 36, and first score line so far. Some way back, Alan Burrell, from Britain, placed second, to complement his 58th in the first race of the day, but moves up to 10th overall, while Felipe Silva crossed third.
I'm Wojtek Koska, I'm 16 years old. This is my first year of Formula Kite. This is my third competition. Riders are very on the top level. I'm happy to compete with them. I'm very excited and looking forward to improve more.
Yeah, so we started off with some lighter breeze. The sea breeze came through around 3 o'clock. Actually, it picked up more than we expected, and by race 3 we were running 15 meters. Last race, sea breeze started to disappear as the clouds came over, and we were left with some seriously light, tricky conditions. Overall, it was a good day, some good races done, and I think we were lucky to get 4 races done considering the forecast. Axel's pulled out a little bit of a lead now. He's good 14 points in front, so it's going to be really tricky to catch. And me and Teo are pretty close on points, so I think tomorrow is going to be pretty action-packed just for the last 3 races. So we'll see what I can do, hopefully catch Axel, but I'm not sure if that's possible anymore. After day 1, I ran into day 2 in first, and then second day, dropped down to third, which was a bit of a nightmare for me. But yeah, happy to be back on top. And so tomorrow, I'll be running number 2. So we'll see what we can do.
you want me to take it off the lock?
Yeah. Yes. And this, they are too small. In fact, they are going inside the hull with the bullet.
The buggy or the ring?
The ring. Yeah.
Okay.
The hull is like that. I think this we have to do something different. We take one reef and after it's not working, you know. We have to do a bit more forward. But okay, I'm going to see that. I'm going to come up, show me on the good course.
Okay, what is 160?
And I have the navigation. You change the length of the lashing on the cable?
I put the strap.
Shorter?
Yeah.
We are max.
Again?
Yeah.
It's a problem. You do a little trap. It's okay.
The final day of the 44 Cup Scarlino World Championship was tighter even than had been predicted. Only 1 point separated the top three at the beginning of the day. The podium then continuously changed after each of the three races was held. In the first race, defending champions Team Aqua won, launching them up to second overall, 2 points shy of Artemis. In the second race, a large shift followed by a lull behind them caused Sea-Ref to win with a huge advantage of more than 4 minutes. Behind, Aqua finished second, leaving her tied in the lead with Artemis, with Charisma in third place overall, 2 points behind. On the final run of the final race, Aqua was leading until Charisma, coming in from the left, jibed in front of them to win the race by a hair. This wasn't enough to take the crown from Aqua, but it was enough to secure them second place. Artemis ended up third overall, concluding one of the hardest fought world championships the RC44 class has ever seen.
I think we had a good first race and that put us in the running, and then the second race we went from second to last and then back to second because of some of the big wind shifts. And by the last race, you know, we knew that we just had to sail a clean race to try and win. So it was pretty tight.
The event wrapped up with a prize giving at Marina di Scarlino. The 44 Cup now continues on to Porto Calero in Lanzarote for the final event of this 2021 season.
With crazy winds again, and we're learning and improving every day, so super happy. Yeah, super nice to be training here in Punta Dia Bay, also doing the Grand Prix 69F, super well organized and great training for us.
And now we're ready for the Youth Foiling Gold Cup next week in Takili.
Let's go!
After Mallorca in late August, it was only a short hop to Menorca for the second event of the season, the Menorca 52 Super Series Sailing Week, hosted in the island's historical capital city of Mahon. 11 boats lined up from 8 different nations. Newcomers, fresh from dipping a toe in the water at the TP52 20th Anniversary Invitational, were the Whitcraft family's Thai-flagged Vayu, and with 5 family members all sailing on board.
We're here with my family, 2 nephews, Don and Dylan. Don's on the helm, Dylan's on the backstay. Kevin Whitcraft, the guy behind making this all happen this time. We had a number of other Thai members that were going to be on board, including Nai Poonpat, who was the Optimist World Champion, but unfortunately the timings didn't work out. We've sailed TPs in Thailand and most of Asia, and really looking forward to doing some of the Super Series through next year. Well, the nice thing is people have been very friendly. The other owners have been supportive, complimentary on how we're keeping up with the fleet. I mean, obviously we have a long way to go, but we're focused and we're going to get there.
And it was great to welcome back Les Bleus, the French team on Paprec.
We are all very happy to be back here on the circuit. It's fantastic for us. It's been a long time since Cape Town, so we are happy to be here. We know that all these guys, they have been training a lot. So we know it's going to be hard, but we know we're always going to have a good time here on the fleet, and everybody's very nice with us, so only fun for us.
Of course, there are many good reasons to be back with the circuit in Mahon for the 4th time. It's a stunning island with Mahon's big natural harbour, the old town is charming, and the pace of life just a little bit less frenetic, and the welcome is very warm, and always they take great pride in hosting the world's leading monohull circuit. And the race course is very open, very different, and quite challenging. Race 1 started in a light, patchy, shiftily northerly breeze of about 6 knots. Phoenix, with Ed Baird on tactics, made a good start at the pin end of the line and was one of the best up the left side. Quantum Racing were over the start and had to recross the line. At the top mark, Phoenix led with Allegri in second, but Phoenix jibed early, sensing the fleet coming in at them, and chose to consolidate. Allegri carried on and took the first bullet in Menorca.
Very nice day, and get off the first day with a win is always nice, and it was our first win this season as well, so very happy with that.
Then the island delivered nicely on day 2 with a northerly wind of over 16 knots, lumpy big seas on the start line, and Allegri and Prevezza start well on the early left of the course and make a jump which builds to a good lead for Allegra. At the committee boat, Brunner Secker closed out and hit Paprec, breaking their bowsprit and collecting a maximum penalty. At the windward mark, it's Allegri again, followed by Prevezza, platoon passing Quantum Racing on their last run to take third. And Allegri are on fire going into their third back-to-back win to go into day 3 with a 10 points lead, but losing key trimmer Andy Hemmings with a bad knee injury.
We're sailing with a lot of confidence, and we're really happy with how we're going as a team. Andy has done a fantastic job of driving the boat, so great teamwork all round. Unfortunately, Andy Hemmings, our downwind trimmer, twisted his knee quite badly on the first run of the last race, so we were taking it conservatively.
Day 3 sees more of the same, good breezes and a big sea for the Med, but around 15 to 16 knots of wind. Race 4. The best starts are at the pin end once again, but this time the right is strong up the first beat. Sled and Quantum Racing benefit. Sled lead all the way round. Quantum Racing steals second from Brunner Secker, who are third. And race 5, the breeze has dropped just a little bit. Platoon start well on the left and lead all the way around the course to win. The team which won here last time in 2019 take the event lead by just 2 points from Allegri, who have a difficult day with a 7th and a 10th.
We had a good day today. Very shifty, very puffy conditions and really big waves. Arm did a good job steering the boat today. We were a really good downwind. It's hard to realise it really, but each race as it comes, point here, point there.
And then we have 2 days, frustratingly with no wind at all. The fleet do go afloat, but in the end, there's no more racing, and Platoon, who won in 2019, are the champions in Mahon.
If after the first day you said we were going to finish on the podium, you would have taken it. We're still battling a little bit with inconsistency in some of our decision making in the back of the boat. Still half the season to play for with 10 races on the table and the World Championship. So the next event's going to be really good. Really looking forward to it.
We started out strong this regatta. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a hard, tough day the third day. We're doing the right things. We're sailing well, and it's little things, and it costs you in this fleet. So, but overall, really, really happy.
It's really nice. I mean, we had a hard week here with so many different conditions, especially the 2 days with a lot of wind and big waves was really tough, I would say. The feeling is the class is so close, all the boats could win here, and it's really, really expensive if you're doing a small mistake.
The final standings in Menorca then, Platoon win on 18 points, Allegri are second on 20 points, Quantum Racing third on 23 points. The 52 Super Series 2021 circuit standings after 2 regattas, Platoon leading on 46 points, tied with Quantum who are second, also on 46, and Allegri are third on 47, tied with Sled, also on 47 in fourth, Phoenix fifth on 50. Just like success in sailboat racing, it's down to consistency. Our message about sustainability is consistent. We need to do more. We need to be more responsible for our oceans and for our environment. We don't have to go too far on this beautiful island of Menorca to have a reminder about the trash on the beaches and the plastics in the ocean. And it seems we can learn from our youngsters who are taking responsibility already, and that's not good. We need to do more. Well, that's it from the autumn sunshine here in Menorca. Join us in early November for the Rolex TP52 World Championship in Palma. We've never been there in early November, and the world title's at stake. Any one of 5 or 6 boats could win that, and the circuit title is open.